Fear is the enemy.
Bag City Music Box.
Whatever it is that you're going for, man, go hard. And hold on, never give up. You gotta have that mentality, man. I put in the work, I spent a lot of time on the waiting list. Never complained, I ain't never said shit. Shoot my shot, no fear if I miss. Imagine you chasing a dream that you love, only to find out it wasn't enough. You fall on your face, but you get right back up. And you fall back again, but you get right back up, yeah. That's the way that it's always been. Don't nobody care about the grind but you. Nobody putting in the time but you. Make up your mind who you wanna be. I know who I am, I know what I want. Live by 2 words, mama mentality. And that's word to my mom, word to my pops, word to my little bro. They said make your mistakes, but don't make excuses on why you can't live and learn. On a couple occasions I damn near went broke. I'm chasing this music thing, and I ran out of hope. I threw in the towel, said fuck the hole in the street. I kept on writing and touring. I picked up a job cause I knew it was important. The money I made, I would stash it away just to fund my recordings. And I didn't wanna stop cause I didn't know how. I would lay in my room by myself late at night and I finally figured it out. I just wanna be the best version of me, make all the music that I wanna make. I don't care what nobody gon' say. You miss all of the shots you don't take. And the answer is no, if you don't ask. If it gets hard, this too shall pass. God is my witness and he got the plan. He got the plan. I put in the work, I spent a lot of time on the waiting list. Never complained, I ain't never said shit. Shoot my shot, no fear if I miss. Imagine you chasing a dream that you love, only to find out it wasn't enough. You fall on your face, but you get right back up. And you fall back again, but you get right back up, yeah. That's the way that it's always been. Don't nobody care about the grind but you. Nobody putting in the time but you. Make up your mind who you wanna be. I know who I am, I know what I want. Live by 2 words, mama mentality. Yeah. Remember, man, you only in competition with yourself. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the process. Pleasure and pain. R.I.P. the greatest. 0824.
You know, actually, talked to Wax a couple weeks ago. He was doing an event at Zesty. What's going on, y'all? It's Circle Talk. I'm here with my good friend, Mr. Ishotcha.com. Marvin Patterson is in the building. We was just talking about just amazing artists and people that are working and grinding day to day.
Shout out to Rocky Sandoval.
Yeah. Shout out to Rocky for always being consistent. He says, well, regardless of what people say about me, I'm gonna grind. My voice may not be the best, my dance move may not be the best, but I love what I do, and I'm gonna do it as long as they allow me to. And so shout out to him for continued success, and I'm really excited to get in here and talk to him about, you know, his next adventure. He's got some things that he's been working on, so you guys watch out for that. It's coming real soon. But today isn't about everybody else. Today's about this man over here. And so, you know, I've been trying a lot of years. I've been trying to, you know, figure out, why does this guy keep hanging out with me? Like,
when you find out, you tell me. You tell me when you find out.
Because, I mean, we have been up, down, all around. I mean, you know, 20-something years. 1999 was when I started at Fred Meyer.
Yeah.
And Fred Meyer. And I mean, how
many babies ago was that?
Hey, that was a few of them ago.
Yeah, a few babies ago.
Few of them ago. Yeah. But you know what? Hey, it is all good. I still remember. And I mean, I know we're kind of, we don't, there's no script here, you guys. We're just going off top. Like he showed up. I said, "Let's get it." We just sat down. I remember starting at Fred Meyer, and we was picking these orders, and I was always good. I was always that guy. You know what I'm saying? I did my orders, and then I immediately, after a year, I was in the produce section though. You was like in the freezer.
Yeah. I was 20 below.
Yeah. Then you do some you did some loading too for a while, right?
Yeah, I did some loading for a while, but
you stayed to 20 below though.
Actually for the life I was living at that time, I was doing a lot of partying and stuff.
Yeah.
The best place for a hangover was going into that freezer in the morning. And people was like, "Man, why you like being in the freezer so much?" Like, believe me, going in that 20 below and just cooling off that cool air felt good for a hangover. But,
yeah, I'm good.
But
I steered clear of that place.
Yeah, I was in there for a long time.
Yeah, but we were just talking, and I just remember a story from the very beginning of my tenure over there, and my kid's mom, Leanna's mom. Shout out to Deanna for being an amazing mother and friend. But she used to bring my daughter to my work, where we worked at, and she was probably like 3 years old.
Mm-hmm.
She's 25 now. That tells you how long it's been. But she used to bring her over so I can have lunch with her and stuff. And one day Marvin, a couple of his other buddies go walking by, and I was always a new guy. I was like, new booty. They never talked to the new booties. They were always too cool for us.
Yeah, you guys right. I'm still too cool for you. I'm still too cool for you.
Hey, but you know what? It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
But they walked by, and as they were walking by, they see me holding my daughter, and they was like, "Who is that?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's my kid." They was like, "You got a kid? You ain't even old enough to have a kid. Let me see that kid." And so one of them grabbed my daughter and was holding my daughter and stuff. And at that moment in time, like once they finally had said something to me, even though they were making fun of me, I still felt like I was a part of the family, the Fred Meyer family. And it seemed like ever since that moment, like I knew I was a part of something, and we connected ever since. Like he found I was doing music, and Marvin used to support me more than anybody else. Like I kid you not, there's only a select few people out there that I can say have been there since day one. And Marvin's been the one that I could say, that's always had my back, gave me good advice, constructive criticism, even when I didn't want to hear things. He was that person. Why?
Anybody that knows me knows that you're going to get that side of me. I have a lot of people that I hang out with,
right?
But I really don't have that many friends. And the ones that I do have will tell you, he's going to tell you what you probably don't want to hear sometimes.
Right. Absolutely.
And that's just the way I am.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I've just always been that way. But I think that's more helpful to folks that's in the grind and trying to better themselves than, just telling you what you want to hear.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bullshit you. Oh, is this R-rated?
No, you good.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna bullshit you. I'm gonna tell you what I think you need to hear, and hopefully
R-rated.
and hopefully you tell me the same thing.
Yeah,
I mean, that's in a friendship. I want that out of you,
absolutely,
as well towards me. I can take it.
Yeah.
I might slap you a little bit, but no, but I can take it. So, yeah, I've always been that way, and I think people respect me for that.
Yeah, for sure. I want to highlight something though, just for those that don't know. Like Marvin has been doing photography for a lot of years, and I think originally, let us know a little bit about that. Was it something that you started just as a hobby, something fun to do?
Yeah.
Then you jumped into it.
Yeah, it was a hobby at first. One of my prior relationships, we used to take the kids out and go camping and stuff, and so we figured I should get a camera to kind of document those great moments. And man, I got that camera in my hand, and they'd be out doing whatever, and then I'd go off, taking pictures of rocks and trees.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, I'd be gone for hours.
Right.
And they'd be like, "Where the hell you been?"
Right.
But I was out, and it was just something that I was drawn to.
Mm-hmm.
And after the kids got older and left or whatever, I was looking for a hobby.
Yeah.
Something to do.
Mm-hmm.
And a good friend of mine told me, "Why don't you pick up your camera?"
Right.
And so 2012.
Yeah.
I picked up the camera again, and man, was that 11 years later?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been quite a ride so far.
It's been amazing too, for what I know, because I remember you taking, a few shots here and there, and then they started showing up on different pages, and I see the little emblem, Big Shots.
Yeah.
And then from Big Shots,
that BigShots logo, that was fire though, bro.
Yeah.
I was so proud of that logo. But yeah, it started off slow.
Yeah.
And a lot of cats these days they see me out, the ones that are just getting started, and they're like,
yeah,
man, how do you get all these gigs? Like, and they're paying you that, and the other. I was like, man, you don't know how many L's.
Yeah.
How many L's, how many DMs I've been in where people don't even respond. And for the week, that could be a lot to turn you around, because people were like, bro, I'm not paying you to do this, and I'm not paying you to do that. You don't even have, any kind of portfolio or anything.
Yeah.
So it took some years. But I just love being out. I love being amongst people.
Yeah.
And
it's pretty amazing too, because I love at first I was never into the whole photography thing. Like, my daughters love taking pictures.
They do.
I only take pictures because I want to capture the moment with them, and so that's why I have tons of pictures on my wall. Obviously, a lot of these you didn't take. A lot of them, if you look around, I mean, most of the pictures on my walls this man took, because I trust him. He's got some of the best eyes in the area, Northwest. And I know a lot of them. I'm not hating on none of y'all, because all of y'all got your amazing, areas. But my guy, he's up there. And for me though, like, just watching him do it really made me want to try it. And so now I've got me a camera, and I'm taking pictures, and I'm sending them over him. Yo, what I need to do, bro? Get your lighting together.
Yeah, your lighting. Oh, it's horrible. Terrible lighting.
Yeah, he's like, did you read the manual? Like, remember when I first got the camera, that's what he said. Yeah. Did you read the manual?
Did you read the manual?
Read it. I mean, come on. That's how you figure it out. But that's a beautiful thing about someone that's been in the business for as long as he has. Like, he is willing to take the time to help someone build their brand and what they want to do with it. And so I appreciate that on my end. I seen you coaching a young man. I think it might have even been at the where was that at? That
was at one of the Pitbull shows I was at, and down at the South Sound Music Festival. It was at the
South Sound Music Festival. Yeah.
Max Sosa's son.
Yep.
He's got an interest in photography, and he's really eager, and he's every time he sees me, he's full of questions.
Yeah.
But I dig it. I can help him, and I enjoy helping him.
Yeah.
And I don't have a problem with that. I've went in and helped Brian Gatewood with his great organization. Shout out
to Brian.
To innovative change makers.
Change makers doing it big, doing it big.
I love that brother, man.
Yeah,
I love that brother.
Non-stop grinding, man. Non-stop.
Yeah, but I helped Mac's son out with it. And I told him, sometimes he DMs me on Instagram and asks me some questions, but I love that, man.
Yeah.
I love helping people.
Mm-hmm.
And
Absolutely.
for all the photographers out there, I tell them all the time, man, there's enough for everybody to do.
Yeah.
There's a lot of jealousy in that line of work for whatever reason. people are jealous of one another, or who does this and who does that. But there's enough work for everybody.
Yeah.
And so I don't get put off by, somebody doing this and I don't do it or whatever. Any way I can help, I will.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm going to give you a couple names, and I just want you to just give me your thoughts on these particular individuals, because I know they know you fairly well, and they have said some positive things about Marvin.
I'm glad.
We're going to start off with Mr. David Jones, a.k.a. DJ Don G.
Oh, man. Don G, bro, what a hustler, bro.
Yeah,
I went into my archives and showed Don G a picture of years and years ago when he was first starting off as a DJ, that I had a picture of him.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, he calls me OG.
Yeah.
Like most people call me OG.
Yeah.
But he's like, damn, OG, where you drug that from? I was like, man, I pretty much keep all of my stuff. But I caught him early in the game, and he and I do a lot of stuff together now. We got his fishing tournament yearly that we do.
Absolutely.
But he is a stand-up dude. I met his father. I did his father's party. He comes from good stock. And he's got a good heart. Yeah, he loves God, man, and he is an absolute pillar in this community. He does a lot in the community. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Don G. Shout out to Don G. He was actually texting me. He's supposed to be hitting me up like earlier, but he just texted me on my laptop. I'm sorry, man, I fell asleep. I'm like, bruh, it's all good. No worries. We'll talk afterwards. This is good sleeping weather we have. Yeah. He's chilling. So I'll go to let's go with who can I think of? Mike Brown. Mike Brown, yeah. Mike Brown. Let's talk a little bit about Mike Brown. Platinum in the building. ENT. Platinum in the building. Yeah, that's my guy, man. He back in the day when he used to run that little spot over in Lakewood, what was it called? In Lakewood? Yeah. That was one of his first spots he did out here. But when he was running that club, I begged him to come in, let me come in and take some photos. And finally, he let me come in. And, of course, all of this was for free. I wasn't getting paid. Right. And that's why our relationship started. And I built up a trust with him. And it got to a point where we were like a team. A lot of times, I did, once I started getting paid, I did some free stuff for him, because we were, just that tight. But we've been in step for 10 years now. And I manage his social media as well. But man, what a guy. Yeah. He's been through a tough couple of years, man. He just recently lost his dad and stuff like that. But man, you talking about a community guy. Yeah, I joke with him all the time when we go out somewhere. One time we were at this place and I saw him come through the door. It took him 10 to 15 minutes from the time he came in the door to get to me where I was at the bar. Right. Because he stopped and said hello to everybody. Everybody's coming up to him. Hey, Menace. Hey, Mike. And I'm just watching him. And it took him forever to get to me. Because everybody loves him. So, Mike Brown. Stand up dude. Absolutely amazing. Tara said, what's up? She said she love you. Tara Lofton. She said, what up? I wanted to go Thank you, Tara. Yeah, she watching. I wanted to go with Crazy. Chris. Let's talk about a little bit. Oh my God. Chris Crazy. Oh, shout out to Chris out there. He's a fiery guy. And our relationship has been, we kind of went at it a little bit because I think I'm a little different from what he's used to. Yeah. And but all in all, we've figured it out. Another great community guy.
Absolutely.
Those summer water splashes,
water
oh
fights.
My God.
Yeah,
the people love those events.
Yeah, absolutely.
He gets, he gets a little fiery. He wants more from the community in a lot of those events, and he gets upset. And I'm like, it is what it is. You just keep doing what you're doing, and everything will be all right.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, he's a incredibly smart dude. I think that was one of the first things that drew me to him, because I dig smart guys.
Yeah,
I dig smart people, and he's a very smart guy. He comes off, as kind of whatever. He's a really smart dude.
Yeah, he knows exactly what he's doing, how to do it.
Besides all other stuff, he's a great guy, and I'm a big supporter of his.
Yeah, absolutely. I got two other people. I'm gonna retract, because the beginning of this year we did our first interview, and we had talked about him a little bit, but I'm gonna go back and talk about him a little bit more. But Mr. Brian Gatewood.
Oh yeah.
Talk a little bit more about him and
his, you want to
his journey.
You want to talk about the old Brian or the new Brian. This change that he's went through is a beautiful thing to watch. I worked with Brian earlier on when he was more in the club scene and stuff like that, and great dude.
Ink Productions back in the day.
He wasn't one to say a whole lot,
right?
And now he's just grown into this complete dude, man. Very forthcoming with his thoughts and emotions, whatever. And man, it's great to see. Awesome father, raising great boys.
Absolutely.
I think they have a spinoff organization where all the men get together. I think it's iron sharpens iron. Yeah. Another great organization for all the local men to get together and talk about different things. Yeah, he's a great dude, and man, I've known him for a long time. He still calls me Big Shot.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't think he's ever called me Marvin or whatever. It's just always Big Shot. And man, every time I see him is love, man. I embrace him, and he's a good dude.
And so this last one is this is all off top, but the late great Reggie Reg.
Oh man, shout out.
Yeah.
Reggie, I was in the military here at Fort Lewis when I got out of the military. This was my last duty station.
Yeah. And
when I was a young cat in the military, that Jeep Wagoneer that he had, that thing was legendary, Hoss. Yeah. And I used to see him in the community all the time, and we kind of talked a couple of times, during the club days. He used to DJ and all of that stuff, but he was way up here then.
Yeah.
And that was, what was that? Early 90s.
Yeah.
90, 91.
Long while ago.
Yeah.
Jeez. And,
over the years, we got to know each other, and man, he had a way, even though this was his town, right? Yeah. Tacoma's his town. Yeah. But he would make you feel like you're just as cool as he was.
Absolutely.
I remember one night I came in the Jazz Bones, and this was earlier, when I knew him, and we weren't as tight as we were when he left us. But man, he had a ton of people around him. David. He had a ton of people around him, and he's buying drinks, he's laughing, he's smiling. And I come through the door, and he saw me, and his face lit up. Right? If you can envision that, his face just lit up.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Hey," and all those people around him didn't matter. and he came to dap me up and embrace me.
That's tight.
And I'm like, yo, man, this is Reggie Reg.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm just, you know.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't like that with him.
Right.
It wasn't like that with him. If he loved you, he loved you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't care who's around. You know, he could have said, oh yeah, you know, that's so and so. I'll talk to him later. But
Right.
he was genuinely happy to see me, and he was showing it.
Absolutely.
And at that moment, I was like, this is a different dude.
Yeah.
Amazing guy. What you know, everybody misses him.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody misses him. You know, you wonder why sometimes, you know, you have folks like that's got to leave, but
right.
It's just the way life is, and you have to enjoy people while they're here.
Absolutely.
Take advantage of every moment.
And I think the reason why I went that angle with this interview is because each and every one of those people that we talked about were exactly what you said about Reggie. They always had that idea of, yeah, I have all these people around me, but they were always willing to go to that person standing by themselves to say, hey, come on over here.
Yeah.
You're accepted. You're accepted. Yeah. Regardless of how many people around me, you can hang out with us. Let's hang out together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They were always just willing to, you know, be friendly to everyone, regardless of how many people, you know. It was a beautiful thing. Like, I still remember Reggie the first time, you know, like I met him. He was exactly like that. You know, he knew me from singing, you know, back in the day. But, you know, after I got off the stage, he was like, yeah, man,
that's
good
him.
Job, bro.
Let me buy you a drink.
What you drinking? What you drinking?
Yeah.
You know, but each and every one of those people are all amazing people in our community. And, all exemplified like positivity, you know, love and unity, and just always accept.
Tacoma's a great city, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've got our problems just like any other, you know, city. But man, we've got some greats in this city that all you got to do is say the word and it's done.
Absolutely.
You know.
Yeah, for sure. I shout out to Rocky watching us. He said congrats to you for.
Who is that, Sando?
Yeah, Sandoval's in the building. You know, we need to talk, man. Stop sleeping. We got to get this thing going because I got you, bro. We got some stuff we got to talk about. But
love Sando.
But Marv, man, you know, I think a long time ago we had talked about just where we're from, and the whole time, both of us are from Louisiana, even though I was born here. All my family's down there.
Yeah, I've been in the city so long, people think I grew up here.
Yeah, they have no idea.
Yeah, I'm a country boy. Go Saints.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a Saints fan.
Yeah, we don't need you.
But my brother would tell you otherwise. My older brother, my older brother. Shout out to my brother Brian.
Yeah,
he tell me otherwise.
I grew up in Louisiana, man. I spent my first 18 years of life in Louisiana.
Yeah,
and spent 7-8 years in the military, and ended up here in Tacoma. Left Fort Lewis, and I've been here ever since, man. You know, I grew up in a small town. Not much to do for a young man like myself who had this, you know, goals of being whatever. You know, I definitely did not want to go back there.
Yeah.
And so, I've been here ever since, man.
Yeah. So let me ask you, we've been going pretty good. This is a easy interview. You talk well.
Me?
I never heard you
I'm
talk
well
as
spoken.
much. Never heard you talk as much before.
Yeah, this is a favor. You know I will do this.
I know, right? That's what you told me. Yeah. You told me that last year too when I asked you last year.
You know I don't do this.
But what do you want people to remember about Marvin Patterson when it's all over?
Oh man, I mean, I try to put out what I, you know, want back.
Yeah.
I want to be respected.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one to give out respect until you don't deserve it anymore.
Yeah.
Then you're not going to get it from me.
Right.
But I just want to be a fair guy. I want to be known as a good business guy.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be known as a community guy. I love all those people that are showing up. I love those people, and I'm not a guy, that's afraid to say it. People look at me and like, that guy don't. But then I'll tell you, I love you.
Yeah, for sure.
That's no big deal to me. But yeah, I want to be known as that kind of guy that is willing to embrace you, and if you need anything, I got you.
Absolutely. And that's the thing that I've always felt, that even though, like you said, we're brothers, and brothers don't really, get all into it deep like that. Yeah. I always wanted to just be exactly the same way. I follow a lot of the things that's why I'm like, yo, should I do this? Should I change something? Because I see your hustle. I see where you come from. I see where you're going. And I just want to continue wherever you step. I'm trying to step in that same spot.
Oh,
so,
that's admirable. But it's just, I like to stay busy, and I try to keep my photography fun. This is just part-time for me. I work, 9 to 5 as well.
Yeah.
And so,
bro, I've noticed, like, you haven't really been doing a whole lot of pictures. Like, you do your pictures, but like you're doing like some of the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
Man,
because
I'm a Sagittarius.
I'm so used to you with the camera just hitting everybody.
I'm a Sagittarius, bro. I like to, I think I can do anything.
Yeah.
And so shout out to GSL. They let me, dabble in all types of stuff.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes stuff. So I do, visual marketing. I do media consulting.
Yeah.
All this kind of stuff, man. I just try to do it all. Yeah. And when I retire, I'll probably lean on some of those other things a little bit more,
right,
to keep me busy. But yeah, man, I do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I've been seeing
a sponsor podcast.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Ishotcha, just so you guys know.
Yeah.
We here. But for real, man, like, I see the hustle, and like I said from the very beginning, I've always appreciated you as a friend, as a brother, and like, obviously, you've supported me on this more than anybody else that I can think of, and I appreciate that. And I'm excited for where we're going, and some of the things that we're gonna do. This is just the beginning, even though I've known him 20 years.
Tell people how many episodes of this you have.
Shoot, I don't know.
Don't
this is probably
over 100.
This is probably like 136. I mean,
oh man,
it'll be 3 years we've been doing this in January.
Yeah, that's
3 years.
That's
and you know what? Like, I kid you not. Like, I've had a lot of people that have supported me, and thank you to all you guys that continue to watch and support what we are doing, because I wouldn't be here if he wasn't here. He wouldn't be here if I wasn't here. You know what I'm saying? It's a team thing. He's seen what I do, and he's seen my drive and my desire to want to, get out and share my time and bring amazing people an opportunity to share their stories. And
community needs that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it needs that.
And so we are still doing this. We're still grinding. We're not stopping until they say we can't do it no more. Because like you said, the community needs it. There's so many people that go unnoticed, unheard, and I'm trying to give them that platform to do it. So you're
doing a good job.
Appreciate it. So yeah, man, we are just here talking, and I just really wanted to spend a little time with my guy. Like, I know he didn't want to do this, but I think I've asked him probably like 15, 20 times.
No, I've had a couple of offers, 2-3 offers now for folks to want to talk to me, and I'm like, about what, know? But this has been great.
But it's the grind, man.
Yeah, there's some other opportunities coming down from me. I'm gonna do a couple other podcasts for whatever reasons, but this was cool.
Absolutely. So what's next? What can we look forward to with Ishotcha, GSL, media work, camera work? What? let us know.
Of course, my guys at GSL have, you know, the biggest New Year's Eve party.
Yeah. We'll be up in the building.
Oh, you know, that's coming up New Year's Eve.
Mm-hmm.
We just had a huge Halloween party last weekend.
Absolutely.
Shout out to GSL for that. That was great.
I posted a couple of those pictures. If you didn't see the video, make sure you guys rewind, check that out. You know,
I've been doing some senior photos. If anybody needs senior photos, I'm still doing a few of those.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is a little bit slower time of the year for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where I get to kind of slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
But there's some black parties and stuff coming up in November and December that you'll probably see me doing. But big thing is it's New Year's Eve with GSL.
Yeah,
don't miss it, bro.
I'm telling you, like the first one was nice. The first one was really nice.
Yeah.
That second one though.
Yeah,
man.
I know we had over throughout the night over 700 people.
Yeah.
At the hotel, bro.
It was
crazy.
lit.
So,
trust me, guys. Like I don't just be posting, you know, pictures to show you that there's a few people now. Nah,
there was people.
It was lit. It was going down. Trust me. You guys want to make sure you guys show up to the GSL New Year's Eve celebration
bash, throw down.
Yeah, it's gonna be heavy. So well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and close up shop because I think we spent enough time. Yeah. I think anything else you want to say to people? You want to ask me any questions?
You
already know everything.
You was late. You know that.
Hey,
that
what?
Me.
I was on time.
I just kills me, bro.
I was on time, you guys. Yeah. But
late.
But I was still late.
But no,
I wasn't here on time. No, my son, one of his friends had a birthday party he had to go to. I had to drop him off.
Anybody that knows me,
we already went through this already. Well, I gotta post it on Facebook now.
That works for me. That knows I'm a stickler for time.
Yes,
and if I say I'm going to be there at 2, I'm going to be there at 2.
That's why I texted you before 2 to let you know I wasn't going to be here at 2.
Okay. But no, anybody that I've got some openings for folks who think they need some pictures, family photos. It's a great time of year for family photos. I'll even come into the home and bring some lights, and we can take the photos right there in the home.
Yeah.
I tell our community all the time to get family photos.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes when the terrible things happen and you look back and you don't have any photos of so-and-so and this, that, and the other. And, we just don't get family photos like we should.
No.
And, this isn't to fatten my wallet or anything like that, but it's something we
true.
need to do.
It's the truth.
We need to take more family photos of each other.
Because I still think about when I was a kid growing up. I mean, obviously we didn't have a ton of money, but I know we had one family photo.
Yeah.
In the whole house.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah. And every time I do them, people are like, oh my God, I'm so glad I did this.
Mm-hmm.
You got pictures of your grandma and grandpa together, your cousins that's in town at the time that you may not see for, hit me up, let me know, hey, it doesn't take long, an hour or so, and we get it done.
Absolutely. Easy, guys. So just on tap for anybody that's consistently following us, this Monday we are doing our mental health check, which is going to be holiday health.
Oh, you forgot to ask me what I was thankful for.
Oh yeah, what are you thankful for?
Man, I wrote it down.
See, this is what happens when you're late. I do apologize, guys. It's my fault. Yeah. I take full responsibility.
Let's see. I'm thankful for my health.
Okay.
I'm especially thankful for all my friends and family. That's a big deal for me.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for my daughter. Yeah. I'm a girl dad. I'm so proud of her. And I'm thankful for opportunities.
Yeah.
If you can feel me on that. Opportunities, absolutely. Bro, is such a blessing to have opportunities, to wake up every day and have the opportunity to do things. All you got to do is look out your your car and look around.
Yeah.
And realize how blessed you are to have opportunities.
Yes.
So I am incredibly thankful to have opportunities.
Yeah. A lot of the opportunities that I've, come across the last year are because of good people like yourself that gave me the opportunity to try.
Opportunities are a blessing.
So
don't forget that.
Absolutely. I appreciate you, man, so much for being my friend and, just always being there for me. And I'm thankful that you're my friend and not against me.
That's a good thing.
But anyways, like I was saying, let's get back to it. Monday, make sure you guys tune in for our holiday health check. We're going to be talking about, mental health and how the holidays kind of can, affect it. Trust me, I know a lot about that. So you guys want to tune in for that. And then next week, we're going to be with Marquita Evans.
Oh, my girl, yes.
Marquita Evans' grand opening is on the 11th.
Talk about a hustle.
Yes, on the 11th. And so I'm going to have a little bit of time with her. So make sure you guys continue to follow us, Facebook, YouTube. Make sure you guys click like, subscribe. And if you guys want some gear, we got our own gear too. You got the Ishotcha gear, bam. Make sure you go and cop that. You got the Spiritual Wellness Achieve Greatness. That's Circle Swag acronym. And for those that don't know. And this is for my girl Marquita.
Shout out to Intentions, bro.
Shout out to Intentions, you guys. Make sure you guys get those. I mean, I am manifesting my success all the time. I had to cop that. So shout out to all my sponsors, all of you guys for continued support. Ishotcha in the building. Y'all, we out of here. Take care. Peace.
In the ups and downs, you always been around. Is it gonna end like this? Not sure if this is something I'd get past. Funny how forever doesn't last. You made mistakes, I made some too. Can't put it all on you. Who knew love could hurt like this? It'd be easy for me to just walk away, but I remember all the promises we made. We said whatever it takes.